Hi, Jake here. Just wanted to do a little update here on my keto slash kind of carnivore diet that's I'm doing. We lost another pound. I thought I was going to plateau here at this 245 level, and right now we're down 244.6, so we've lost almost a pound. So maybe I didn't drink enough water last night. So what is this, day 34, 33? Feeling good, had a good night's sleep. My back is feeling way better than it was a couple days ago. So what do I attribute it? I attribute my back and everything to being on this diet. So we'll kind of let you know how we're doing here, what we've been eating. Basically meat and some vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower. I like my vegetables steamed, or I like the pressure cook foods, so I'll throw them in the pressure cooker for a minute or two, and that makes them really good. So very low carbs, 0 carbs if I can help it. No sugars. I've been drinking my coffee black. That non-dairy creamer that I was using didn't have very many carbs in it, but it was made with soy oil or soybean crud, all this other crap that I couldn't pronounce. If I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to eat it anymore. So that's the way that is. So, excuse me here. So let's see. Because I figured I was going to be on a plateau. Had a couple grandkids over last night, so the wife made them pizza and all the good things little kids like to eat, 2 and 4. So that was a handful there for a couple hours. So they had their little pizza, and so wife made me a big hamburger patty, and then we put cheese, a little homemade salsa on it, so there was no sugar in it, and with a little pepperoni on my hamburger patty and cheese, and looked like we figured it up that it was under about 5-6 carbs. And she buys pretty lean beef, so I was thinking, well, I'm on my 1 meal a day and my 24-hour fast. I'm probably going to get hungry and have to have some breakfast in the morning. Well, I got up this morning, had my glass of water with a little apple cider vinegar in her, and took a potassium pill, and now it's after 10 and I'm feeling good. I'm not hungry, so I was surprised because that was a pretty lean piece of meat last night, so I probably had more protein than I had fat, and I thought, well, the fat is going to keep my appetite suppressed, which it does really good for me. If I have some fat, boy, that just kills my appetite. I'm good for a day. So that went pretty good. I'm going to make it to my 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when I'll have something to eat. No problem right now. So I thought I'd update you on that. Like I said, I do the 1 meal a day. I fast for 24 hours, so usually between 3 and 4. Last night it was a little later. At 5 I ate, so that works good. We've been having no problem with the 1 meal a day as long as I have enough fat in my meals. It seems to tide me over really good. I don't get hungry. I'm not feeling starved. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling good. I'm I'm going to have to get up, and it's snowing and blowing out here. I live in northwest Montana, so it's about 18 degrees out there, I think, or something like that, and we got a wind coming out of the north, and it's snowing, so I'm going to get blowed in here pretty soon. If it keeps this up for the next couple of days, and this is the middle of January, so this is usually when our snow season starts, and we start getting a lot of snow. And before, I would probably have to force myself to get out there because of the fatigue, and the body just didn't want to work right. When you're 66 years old, going on 67, I'll be 67 in a little over 2 weeks. So that's one of the reasons why I started this diet, is so I felt like I wasn't going to make her much longer. The body was just giving up, and it was basically my diet, weighing 265 pounds. About, let's go back a couple months. About 3-4 months ago, I started getting pains in the bottom of my feet where I'd get up and walk around, and it was like you were walking on hot coals. And I thought, what the hell is going on now? And bone spurs or calcium deposits or something? Golly, you go to town and walk around for a while, and come home, I have to get in my chair and put my feet up and there, and then when I got back, tried to stand up on them, it was like needles in the bottom of my feet stabbing me in the bottom. Well, that's something wrong, and it just wouldn't get better. It would kind of there going along, and along with my back, I told you about my back. It's been bothering me for years and years, and today it's feeling really good. I can wiggle around. I can probably stand up without putting my hands on my knees and pushing myself up. And one of the main reasons I had to go on a diet is when I did my Atkins, I got down to pant size 34. Well, it kind of started creeping up, then I was back in pants 36 pants, and then 38s. Finally, I'm in 40s. 40, 30 pants is not the kind of pants you want to wear. So, and now these 40s, they were getting to the point where you had to suck your gut in to get them buttoned. And they're, just before, I started this diet the 14th of December, and I got up, put on a clean pair of pants. I couldn't get them buttoned. I had to walk around the house there for a while with just the zipper pulled up and my button, because of the inflammation in my body and everything. And by about noontime, the inflammation would start to subside, and then you would button your pants. Well, that's not the way to live, and I wasn't going to go get 42s. And so I just said, that's it. It's time to stop. I told the wife I can't eat her cooking no more. I'm sorry. She's a good cook, but I just can't eat the cooking. She can eat carbs, and she gets up and has her little bowl of cereal or oats and snacks during the day and eats like a bird basically, but she can live it. I just can't. And she's a trained nutritionist. She was ran the school lunch program for 26 years, and so she went to all these conferences and everything. Every year you got to get certified into the latest diets for the school, and so that's been ingrained in her. Low fat, balanced meals with carbs and protein and all this, and I just can't eat that way. It just blows me up like a balloon. I have a meal that's good for the standard American diet, and I gotta go take a nap after eating it. It just kills me. So I just told her, I just can't eat it no more. So she's kind of saying, okay, because you know, when I first started this, I thought, well, this ain't gonna work. But now she's come along, and I've been watching videos. I started watching a few videos, Beating Obesity, and then Butter Bob's on his, and it just fit because I was just basically going back to what I was eating when I was a kid. And I thought, God, when I was a kid, my grandma would make a chunk of meat. We used to have a cast iron skillet that was huge, and we butchered our own beef, pork, chickens, rabbits. When I was growing up, we lived way out of town, had a few acres, raised cows, dairy cows, milked cows every morning and night. They kind of, you know, when you got critters, they dominate your life, and so that's what we would do. Is your schedule, anything that was always around the cows. So we had lots of meat, lots of eggs, lots of dairy. My grandmother would separate the milk, and the dairy truck would come by and pick up the dairy cans with all the cream in it, and she made probably a pretty good living. I don't remember, but she made a few bucks off of dairy because they would come around all the time and pick up the milk, the cream cans, and she'd get a dairy check, and we had chickens galore, so she was always selling eggs and stuff, and so we were eating eggs all the time because they were coming out our ears. And when you got cows, you got to keep them fresh, so they were having babies, so we were having little boy cows, little steers, little bulls, and they don't work for milk, so we'd raise them up and butcher them, and then the pigs eat the rest of the milk. After you separate a lot of the milk and stuff, you got all this milk. What do you do with it? Well, it goes to the pigs, and we fed the pigs. You know, they would get barley or rolled oats. I remember buying lots of bags, 100-pound sacks of rolled oats and then the cows, they had their cow cubes and their grain, and along with all the fresh greens they got. But that's kind of the way we lived, and it was a pretty natural way. And like I said, I was 6 foot tall, 147 pounds when I got out of high school. So that's kind of how I was, and then driving truck, the weight started coming up. So that's basically how we've been doing this. We're going to keep. I was priced. I put that video up yesterday, and 13 people watched it. That blew my mind. So I thought, well, I'll update another one, and so we'll just keep telling the story and everything. And right now, it's going really good. And I hope a couple old guys, you know, I see a lot of older women doing this diet and telling their stories, but not very many people in their 60s that, you know, and it's just the way we've been indoctrinated, you know, low fat, all that, and it just wasn't working for me. And now I'm feeling great, and I hope we can pass this on, and you might as well try it. I was going to go back to the Atkins diet, you know, a few carbs, eat some potatoes and stuff. I thought, no, I'm going to try this one and see if it works. See how, because health-wise, this one seems to be doing better for my health as to how I feel. My blood pressure is right normal, you know, 140 over 85 or 145 over 88, and so it's doing really good, and so I can't complain there. Throw them damn blood pressure medicines away. Well, actually, I got them all sitting here. There's about 6 bottles of them, but they're getting tossed. And I just going back to nature, basically, eating normal food. If it comes in a box, I'm not eating it. So I see, good gravy, this I guess I've been rambling. I see it's already 15 minutes, and I like to keep these at about 10 minutes. So so for now, we're gonna close this out. I'll do another one tomorrow if we get some views. If not, I'm just gonna chronicle my weight because I want to see the grandkids and everything, and that's what I got to do. So for now, we'll talk to you later. Bye.